Fairies aren't always sparkly Disney sprites. Some will curse your home or even steal your children. You've seen Tinkerbell and the Fairy Godmother, but real European folklore paints a far darker and weirder picture. Today, I'm diving into the origins, classifications, and twisted tales of the fairy realm. So, what even is a fairy? Across Celtic and Germanic cultures, fairy, fae, or fair folk refers to physical spirits with supernatural powers. But here's the wild part. It's not just one creature but a whole blanket term. Dragons, elves, goblins, dwarves, and yes, tiny winged folk can all be fairies. Their stories go everywhere from kind benefactors to straight-up malevolent tricksters. Now let's talk fairy courts. This is where things get really divided. The Seelie court ruling spring and summer is filled with radiant beings who bless and help humans. Think makers of wishes, bestowers of good fortune, all that. But then you have the Unseelie court, autumn and winter's domain. These are the hideous dark magic dabblers who harm for sport, kidnap children, and spread curses just because they can. But it doesn't stop there. Fairies break down even further. There are trooping fairies, societies with their own laws and customs. Picture grand fairy armies parading under the moonlight, all secretive and otherworldly. Then there are solitary fairies, lone tricksters. They're puckish, eerie, and often way more dangerous if you cross them. And finally, domesticated fairies, house spirits like brownies or hobgoblins. They'll do your chores in exchange for food until you upset them. Then they become boggarts and everything turns to chaos. Now brace yourself for the darkest legend, changelings. Fairies can't bear human children, so folklore says they steal them, leaving behind a changeling, a strange replacement with odd features and a bottomless appetite. Back in medieval times, families sometimes tortured or abandoned these changelings, blaming them for sickness or hunger. It's a grim tale of neglect and superstition, seriously chilling stuff. Think you know leprechauns? Think again. Originally they were red-coated cobblers and solitary mischief makers, not green-dressed pot-of-gold guardians. If you caught one, they'd tease you with hints of treasure, then vanish, leaving only sticks and hats behind. And there's even more pixies, Cornish pranksters, sometimes helpful, sometimes kidnapping kids for fun. Banshees, women of the fairy mound whose wails foretell death, neither evil nor benevolent, but definitely feared by everyone. Then you've got kelpies, selkies, will-o'-the-wisps. Every culture puts its own spin on fairy tales. So from benevolent house helpers to bloodthirsty child snatchers, the fairy world is way more complex and chilling than Disney would have you believe. Which fairy tale shook you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you love uncovering dark folklore, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new legends every week. Faceless, mysterious, and all from the shadowy corners of history.